10 commandments of money, wealth, and prosperity. How to make money this year, next year, and every year. Essential steps to put you on the path to becoming financially independent. Wealth building. Building wealth. How to attract money and wealth and abundance. How to build wealth and abundance with zero income in order 10 bonus commandments. The 3 master secrets of success you should know about. How to turn liabilities into assets. This magnificent, exceptional, excellent audio video is made to change people's lives. It's made to take you to the next level in life. Watch and listen to it carefully again and again and again. It is a very powerful presentation, very educative, informative, and instructive. This presentation prepared and present to you by Anthony Gentil of KnowledgeFinancial.com and FinancialAcademySchool.com. FinancialAcademySchool.com, an absolute guide to investment success, a support library for entrepreneurs, investors, and traders. www.financialacademyschool.com. Commandment number 1. Money gives you freedom, security, and power. Wealth is relative. If a man cannot change his circumstances, certainly he can choose his thoughts that can shape the circumstances. Money itself is not the source of happiness. Happiness is a neurochemical event that you create for yourself. Happiness is a state you create yourself for yourself. Happiness and good feeling are part of the mind and body. Commandment number 2. Eliminate in yourself the poverty mentality. The bigger the challenges, the greater the rewards. Never said that wealth cannot belong to you. Never said you won't be able to own this. Never said you won't be able to purchase this. Eliminate the poverty mentality. Constantly improve yourself. Have an attitude of gratitude. Stop wasting time. Prioritize your time accordingly. Write down good ideas as soon as they come to your mind. Commandment number 3. Know your strength and know your weakness. Do what you love and the money will come anyway. If you are flat broke, when you are down, the only place you can go is up. When you hit rock bottom, the only place left is up, skyrocketing. If you are broke, you don't know how you're going to pay the bills for the next day, the next month, the next year, the next week. Become a salesperson. You can make great success in the sales business. Solve problems, create value, be more resourceful, Sharp your selling skills, selling something, since you are already a salesperson, like everybody does. We just have to develop the talent. Trade credit. If you are an entrepreneur, or you have aspiration to become an entrepreneur, if you have a small business, if you have a convenience store, if you have a store of any kind, trade credit is good for you. Trade credit, it is an agreement where the customer can purchase goods on account without paying cash. We call that in business net 60, meaning that you have the products, you have the merchandise, you have 60 days to pay in full, the full amount. And you could save, or you could have 10% discount on the merchandise on payment within 30 days. Remember, you have 60 days to pay in full. But if you pay within 30 days, you have a 10% discount. Or if you could have a 20% discount on the payment within 10 days. That's trade credit. The largest retail company in the world, which is Walmart, this company makes more money on trade credits than any other products, the MoneyGram, the electronics, the pharmacy, any other products, even on the shareholders than any other thing. Trade credit is wonderful. Trade credit is fantastic to use if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, to take you to the next level. A micro loan from the SBA, Small Business Administration, is not a bad idea for funding your new startup business if you are an entrepreneur, you are about to start a business. Also, social lending is a very good way to finance a business. Network marketing, multi-level marketing is also a good way to start your own business with no big cash upfront. Increase your income by using your spare time to make extra income. Commandment number 4. Use OPT, other people's talent. Every great company that you see, they're using other people's talent. Every great business person that you see or heard about, they are using other people's talent. You also can do the same. Use OPE, other people's experience. Pretty much every great organization using OPE, other people's experience, to move forward and upward. Use OPK, other people's knowledge. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know people who know what you don't know. Use OPM, other people's money. Or use opium, OPIUM. That's not what you think. Opium, other people's underused money. For example, I found a piece of real estate property, but I did not have the cash. Guess what? I put it on the contract anyway, with the intention to do a contract assignment, to reassign the contract to somebody else. I called a partner, or partners, or a friend, or a family member. I explained the situation and I asked to borrow the money for a short amount of time to put it as a deposit or as a down payment. My next step is to call the potential real estate buyers and offer them the deal at a big discount. If I find a deal, a real estate deal worth $100,000, and I can put it under contract for $85,000, all I have to do is sell the contract to somebody else where I can make just $5,000. Deals like that are very easy to make money and to make it quick and fast. That's the way we use other people's money. If I find a good deal like an automobile for sale, I don't have the money, I can use my credit card to purchase that automobile and resell it, make an extra $2, $3, $4, $5,000 on it. That's using other people's money. Use equity. Equity, which is the difference between the value and the amount you owe on a property. Commandment number 5. To be able to become financially independent, to secure a solid future, financially speaking, you need to know where you are right now. You need to know your assets and your income. You need to know your liabilities and your expenses. Assets and liabilities. Each of us is both an asset and a liability to those around us. The key to remember is that the more of an asset you are, the greater your success will be. Conversely, the more of a liability you pose, the greater your chances of failing. Be as assets to those around you always. The greater the success you desire, the more of an asset you must be to as many people as possible. Remember, you enjoy your own assets, and so do other folks. If you are one of their assets, you fall under their protection, and they will to you, just as they would any of other assets. How much of an asset you are, and how many people you are an asset to, will determine the extent of your success. Depending on the level of success you wish to achieve, understand that number 1, you must be more of an asset than a liability. And number 2, you must be an asset to as many people as it takes to reach your desired level of success. Commandment number 6. If you are a product of your environment, as we all are at first, you must become a product of your own design. Otherwise, you will never be you. You will only be a compendium of others around you. As children, we have no choice but to be molded by others. But once we become adults, we have responsibility to ourselves to take charge of our own lives. Commandment number 7. Building wealth. Wealth is far more than money. It is an attitude, a state of mind, a way of life. If you have $10 million, but you are unhappy, unfulfilled, bored, without spirit, without family, without good friends, then you are not wealthy. You may be rich, but you log to real wealth. If you live the right lifestyle and you have a positive mindset, you have the right attitude towards money and wealth, money will come to you almost automatically. Commandment number 8. Money is nothing more than a tool, like a hammer, a saw, a screwdriver. You can conserve it to use it to produce more, or you can destroy it, waste it, give it away, etc. Money is not wealth. Money is a tool. You can give it away to others, or you can put it to work building more wealth, your choice. Once again, to be able to move ahead financially, you need to know and evaluate every asset because this will be your vehicle to success. You need to know how your liability in order to plan your route, your journey in such a way that those liabilities do not become obstacles or detours to you. Assets consist of more than money. Your real estate, your land, your investment, as you should know by now, your friends and associates are assets. Your family support is an asset. Your state of mind, your positive thoughts, and your good attitude are assets. Your skills, your knowledge, your training, all these are assets. And the same way, it's true of two liabilities. A bad temper is a liability. A bad attitude, discipline, bad manners, just like too much credit card, is liability. Because they are taking good stuff away from you. To know where you stand, you will have to be painful, honest with yourself about suspects. Evaluate them without bias. When you discover a weakness or liability, try to find ways to either overcome it or turn it into assets. If you cannot turn a liability into an asset, at least make sure it is under control. Do not allow anyone the opportunity to use it as a weapon against you. As for assets, commandment number 9. Spend some time finding out more about where you are. Make sure you know where all your money is coming from and where your money is going. Know and evaluate all assets and liabilities and maximize their potential. Once you know where you are, it becomes much more easier to figure out how to get where you want to be. If you are willing to do for a little while what others are not willing to do, eventually you will be able to do all those things that the others can only dream about. You will be able to get everything lots of the people are only dream about. Commandment number 10. You should realize by now that $1 saved today is more valuable than $1 saved tomorrow. Compounding interest that grows money. Conversely, dollar spent today will cost you more than a dollar spent tomorrow. But there is one more point here. A dollar spent at any time is worth less than a dollar saved at any time. So, if you work left, go ahead and spend them all fast as you can. Bonus commandment 1. The surest road to growing wealth is through wise investment. And there are no excuses for not following that road. Bonus commandment 2. Live below your means. And if you use credit, use it wisely for things that appreciate and value. Use credit to purchase things that can convert into assets. Use credit to multiply your income. Living below your means does not mean you must live in poverty. It simply means that you choose to not spend every dollar you make. It also means that you will use your intelligence, imagination, and logic to find alternate ways of accomplishing things at less cost. Bonus commandment 3. Money is not stagnant. It is always moving. Therefore, if you aren't growing it, you are blowing it. Plain and simple. Remember, you cannot earn wealth from money you spend. Bonus commandment 4. Become a very rich person. It is great. It is wonderful. There is one small problem of being wealthy. When everyone knows you are wealthy, you can never be certain of a person's motives when they befriend you. Are they really a nice person, or are they just trying to get closer to your money? You are not so sure about who's really love you or who's not. The point, of course, is that your financial situation is best kept secret. To some degree, keep them guessing. By doing so, you become wealthy and happy. Bonus commandment 5. Choose a method to take you where you are going and assist others getting there. So many wealth is made available to you, and you gain the protection of others who value your contribution to their own features. Bonus commandment 6. You must first dream, then plan, then do, meaning take action. It is virtually impossible to succeed in any other way. You cannot expect to put a plan into action if there is no plan. And if you act without a plan, that is a recipe for disaster. It is done from the start. Furthermore, you cannot devise a solid plan if you have not already dreamed an idea upon which a plan is put together. Most people have given up dreaming. Bad move, since the dream is the first step toward accomplishing of anything. Bonus commandment 7. In life, while seeking wealth and aiming for goal, there are forces at work that will create a trajectory. There will be obstacles, roadblocks, there will be detours as the unexpected pops up. So if you want to get to the top of the mountain, you must aim the moon. Bonus commandment 8. I've discovered that money is a replenishable resource. Time is not. Once you lose a minute, it's gone forever and cannot never be replaced. But money can be replaced. Bonus commandment 9. If you want great harvest, you must plant good seed in the fertile ground. Give and you shall receive. You need not to be a Christian or even religious to find the proof of that. Police Commandment 10, by the way, is another secret that is understood by few, but if you take it to the heart, it will improve every aspect of your life. Love, respect, and appreciation. All have one ironic thread in common. You can only have them when you give them away. Give love, give respect, give appreciation, and you will receive them in abundance. This is the magic. And I know the magic works because this magic has already created most of the wealth I have. Assuming you have read my book, Sufficient Knowledge to be Rich, you have heard it over and over and over. It's basic logic. You can get blood from the stone, and you can get much money from the poor. Or even Abraham Lincoln once said, you cannot help the poor if you are one of them. It stands to reason that if we help others achieve their goals, they will have bent down to help you achieve yours. Have the time, freedom, money to enjoy life to the fullest. If you sow good seeds upon fertile ground, it will return to you 100-fold. Good luck, good health, may the prosperity you desire find you quickly as possible. Secret number 1, purpose of life. Live with a purpose in life. If you don't have a purpose, create one. Because without a purpose, it's easy to derail. It's easy to sidetrack. With a purpose, everything in life seems to fall into place. When you truly live with a purpose, the people, the resources, the opportunities that you need naturally gravitate towards you. In a difficult time, difficult situation, take a deep breath. Say, no matter how bad it is, how hard it gets, I'm going to make it. I'm going to be over. The past. Secret number 2. Learn from the past, then put it behind you. The only things you should take from the past are warm memories and learn lessons. Everything else should stay where it is in the past. Let the past and present experience the future. Living with the past, alive are like a book, and each day is a page. We cannot erase what has already been written, but we can always try to make the next page better. You cannot continue to live in the past and neither with the past because the past is gone. The past is the past. You cannot bring it back again. Consider yourself a new person, a new human being, a new soul. Just move on. Try not to continue to repeat the same mistake you made in the past. Do not continue to scratch the old wound. Do not take the past as an excuse not to move forward towards greater achievements. Whatever happened in the past already happened. Do not use the past as an excuse to become a negative person, an alcoholic, a drug addict, a problem for the society. Do not use the past as a stake, as a crab to beat yourself up. Secret number 3, believe, believe, and believe. Reevaluate your belief and make sure they belong to you and that there is no doubt in your mind that you know the truth, at least to your complete satisfaction. Nothing will be more to derail you attempts at success than to have your belief conflict with reality, to have doubts in your belief. Believe in yourself. Believe Believe you have what it takes to succeed, to turn things around. You have to believe that you have the inner resources to make it happen. Believe in yourself. It's a choice. You must choose to believe you can do anything you set your mind to. Believe that is possible. Believe everything is possible. Believe that you can do it. Believe that you can accomplish it. Believe that you will be able to afford it. Believe that you will be able to obtain it. Believe that you will be able to succeed. Believe you can. Believe, believe, and believe. Anthony Gentil, State of Florida, United States of America, Realtor, real estate professional for all your real estate needs. Contact Anthony at 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. Insurance representative, life insurance specialist, any question you may need, any question you may have regarding life insurance, feel free to contact Anthony at 786-709-6577 or 305